think Baker knows exactly what he's doing. You guys aren't giving him enough credit that from the standpoint of he's just being, he's 24 years old, okay? He's very mature, but again, he's still 24 years old. He's gonna have things he learns along the way in football and life and everything else. So, you know, I don't think it matters. At the end of the day, I don't think it matters. Somebody said something about the bullseye. He said something about the bullseye. What does that matter? Do we not have a bullseye on us just because we're in the NFL and we're playing on Sundays? We're gonna get somebody's best effort? What does that tell you about the team? That's like being like disrespectful for the team you're playing if you don't think you're getting your best effort from them. What are they gonna do, set like 10 starters or something? I don't understand that. We're gonna give our best effort every week, and I hope that we get theirs, and then we'll see who's best. That's all. And you know, the expectations that you guys set doesn't matter about our expectations. Our expectations is just perform the best that we can do. And that changes on a week to week a lot of times. You guys know how the football season goes. So, you know, that's why we're just worried about tomorrow. And then we'll let that take care of itself and get better the next day. And then look up a month from now and see how good we are.
They seem to be saying in the article that college success and from a win-loss perspective correlates to NFL success. Is that an assessment you agree with?
I don't even care to talk about it. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. What does that matter? I don't understand. I'm not even going to address anything about that article. It doesn't even matter. I'm only talking about everything that we're doing right now. All right? How about that one? What we're doing right now.
Okay.
Is it right now?
It's close.
Is it right now?
Close. Odell, have you seen, since he's been here, have you seen any struggles with him making that transition? Because when we read these articles, there's always references to the past and they sent me here to die. So I'm curious, since he's been here, how do you think he's handled it?
I will address this one time only. If you guys remember back in the, like a long time ago, I made a statement. I want him physically, mentally ready to go. All right. It wasn't that he couldn't learn the playbook. It was, I wanted him all in when he came. And he's all in. And that's all we need to worry about right now. It doesn't matter what his state of mind was then. The guy was loved in New York. He spent 6 years in New York. 6, right? 6 years in New York. So, I mean, that was his home. So, of course, it's a shock. All right? I know it's a shock. So, I guarantee you, ask him now, and he's not talking about that. So, you know, timestamp the article and see when it, or the, whatever, the interview, whatever it was.
But I don't know about you, but I don't want to see Freddie after a loss.
He's already running out of patience. Yeah. I'm only going to say this once. He hasn't been a head coach for any games yet in the league.
Exactly. Odell on the trade to Cleveland and Sports Illustrated, this wasn't no personal, this was no business move. This was personal. They thought they'd send me here to die.
What does that say about the Browns team?
Not much.
I mean, what? I don't even understand. Like, why would you say that?
This is not a place. 20 years ago, this might have been a place to die.
They had a better record than the Giants last week. Why would they be sending him here to never make the playoffs again with Baker-Mayfield and Jarvis Landry and Nick Chubb? And I don't believe that for a minute.
First of all, New York is going after the best deal they can make.
They didn't.
Unless
not looking to punish him.
Yeah. So that's what Odell Beckham had to say. And then Baker Mayfield got involved talking about the quarterback for the New York Football Giants. And he says it blows his mind that Daniel Jones was taken.
When was that interview done?
That I don't know.
That GQ interview. Was it done during? Because sometimes these things are done during the draft and they don't run for,
you know. Hold on to him?
They don't run immediately after that. So I would be curious if that was a kind of a, like, because there were a lot of people back in the draft saying, hey, I'm surprised that guy went that high.
And Baker walked it back saying, I was surprised I was taken number one.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Freddie wants to know, like, what's a bullseye? A bullseye is what was on Johnny Manziel, right?
Right.
When he's gone like this and he's doing this on the field and he's doing it to the other bench.
And not playing well.
And when they sack him in preseason the way they did when he was here, and they do the same thing to him and they get up and do this, you can't tell me that every coach in the league doesn't want their players not egging on the opposition before games.
All right, but what?
And Baker didn't do that. Mayfield did not do that. This was not one of those situations.
No, and
So,
he didn't go to GQ. He didn't go to Sports Illustrated. Those guys came to him.
yeah, but according to the article, and again, I don't think this qualifies as bulletin board material. I really don't. According to the article, the guy's interviewing Mayfield. There's an ESPN TV, a TV on ESPN that is showing the Daniel Jones pick, and Mayfield is the one who says, boy, blows my mind they picked him there. Wow. So it wasn't like the reporter said,
What do you think of
what
this?
do you think of Daniel Jones, you know? So, but again, I don't think this matters. Like, I will say I agree with Freddie in that regard. It doesn't really, this isn't going to play any role in this season at all. But I would say that Freddie, if he's being honest, he doesn't want his guys egging on people from
Right.
the other team in the days leading up to a game.
All right, do you
That's
think?
all.
Do you think now that Baker Mayfield and Freddie-Kitchens are doing what most coaches do when the criticism comes, and they haven't even played a game yet, but criticism could be coming? Do you think that they're ready to blame the media for
Sure.
everything?
Yeah.
Why,
And they're not
it's
alone.
convenient?
Yeah, they're not alone, and it's we're seeing that being done outside of sports these days, where you know the media is being targeted as being less than genuine and those kinds of things. So it happens all the time in sports. And listen, sometimes I think it's sometimes warranted. Sometimes we do make too much out of certain things.
This segment